Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Tallman with another Nothing But Sports special presentation. Every fall in this great state, thousands of young men begin lacing up their cleats, padding up, and snapping on their chin straps. Most players and coaches have but one thing on their mind: a playoff berth and a run at that ever so elusive king of all sports grounds, the Texas State High School Football Championship. The 1999 Stephenville Yellow Jackets had an even bigger challenge facing them before the season started. They were picked first in-state in preseason polls. Could the coaching staff and the players endure the pressures of an expected repeat? Arguably playing in the toughest 4A district in the state, the Jackets had an uphill battle just to make it to the playoffs. The 99 Yellow Jackets not only faced those challenges, they were inspired by them and would, by season's end, add an exclamation to the title of Texas Best 4A Team of the Decade.
Big Blue! Go Big Blue and go Big Blue!
Our goals are the same every year. I mean, we're going to go into the off-season, planning on winning a state championship, and last year was certainly no different. We knew we were coming off a state championship year, and we knew we had to replace a lot of great football players on both sides of the ball. But, once your program's intact, I mean, these players know how to adjust, they know how to work, and they know how to win. So we just went into it the same idea we always had, that, we're going to be the team to beat.
Everybody wants to be a winner. And to do that, you have to have an enormous amount of dedication and commitment from your athletes. And I was just so proud of the way these guys started off season last year. They knew the direction they wanted to go. They knew where they were going, and they worked to achieve those goals. And when you have that kind of commitment, you've always got a chance to win. Stephenville has a great tradition of young men who are dedicated and committed to winning.
We knew if we could stay healthy, and we knew if we could develop offensively at the right pace, that we would be a very strong contender for another state championship.
The thing that I'm so proud of this ball club about is they started out ranked number one, and they carried that number one ranking with them into every ball game all year long. And when you're number one, it brings out the best in everybody you're going to play.
What that does in return, it makes us a better football team because we have to play up each week.
Pitches out on the play in big trouble. Court Carroll after the fumble.
We did that consistently for 16 weeks. We played at the level you've got to play to be a state champion.
Big rush. He's hammered when he lets it go, and it's picked off. Going out in the flats, has a receiver down. Bashaw has a great block across the 40, inside 30 move. Good move, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Bashaw.
We came there in 1988. I mean, there was a commitment to win. They'd been through, decades of really kind of floundering around and not producing like they wanted to produce. And so they really made a commitment to, let's see if we can get on the other side of the coin. And, I think just by everybody being committed, everybody pointing the same direction, that we were able to start a winning football team. They already had a winning girls basketball team. They'd won in some other sports. But I think once you start winning in a sport or two, that it picks the level of everybody else up and makes the whole school environment better. And since that time, we've won in nearly every sport that Stephenville plays, plus our academic standards have really risen up. We've won some regional, even some state academic honors. So I think it all feeds off each other, and it's healthy for everybody involved.
It looks like they're ready. Harris's kick is away, back deep for the Roos, going over the head of Rear in the back of the end zone. Now he's bringing it out, 5-10 out to the 12, 13, 14-yard line, and he is tackled right there.
You start a new season, you're starting new players, and I thought we dominated a really good football team early, and that's always important, from a confidence standpoint, and to know where you're at and where you have to go.
Both sides, throwing to the near flats, has an open receiver, it's Avalos. Hand off the backfield, and Clayton Harmon hogs and ties him. And Moore in shotgun, snap back to him, direct run from Moore, looking forward, finds some seam, the ball is loose, and it's picked up. Setting up, looking to throw, throwing on the near sideline, knocked away, a great defensive play again.
I think we came out and performed well, because there's a lot of pressure on the team this year coming off a state championship, and we're playing at home in front of a good crowd, and we really had to go out and produce, and I think that game kind of set the trend for the next few weeks.
Boom! Deep alley-oop pass, it's up for grabs. It is caught by Douglas at the 5 to the 4. Moore is in shotgun, one back standing next to him. Morse drops the snap, but then it's killed. Low snap and handle, throwing across the middle, has a catch. It's made out to down the 29-yard line, and this time the Jackets sniff it out. A big loss of the hand.
I thought they did a great job of improving each week throughout the season, and were able to come back this year and be very productive.
Snap back, hold down, kick is on the way, it is up, and it is good. Far side, play action, Brown setting up, looking to throw over the middle, has O'Neal, great catch, end zone touchdown.
If you're throwing the football, you got a chance to win every game you're in. So we realize for us to win state championships, we've got to effectively throw the football.
Looking to throw, has the receiver, caught at the 50, knocked out of bounds at the 46.
I thought we had a good mix of speed, quickness, height, possession receivers, and then, we had the ability to throw it around either short or deep and make yardage.
Side setting up, has great time. Throwing the deep ball, has an open receiver, 20, caught, 10, down at the 9-yard line. A great catch. Looking to throw the deep bomb on the far sideline. Douglas is up there, he goes up for the catch, makes it and escapes. Line play action going out the flat, pass gun, picks up the block. Play action now, throwing out the flats, has Bashaw, good downfield block, across 40, 45, 50, it's a foot race, 40, great move, still looking, down the other side to run, now he throw the ball away, has an open receiver, play action, rolling out, looking to throw, has an open receiver in the back of his end zone, punt, is it touchdown, Cal Gilson? Hunter is in trouble, escapes, gets across 45, inside down to the 40-yard line.
Of course, our running backs this year was a strong point for us, and we did a great job of moving the ball on the ground. When we had to have it on the ground, we made the big plays at the right time.
Riles is under center, handing the first man through. Great running room for Derek Haney.
And then we had a good mix of power and speed.
He's under center, hand out the second man through Walker. Walker beating across the goal line. Touchdown, Stephenville. Shovel pattern to Matkin. to the 10, to the 5, across, touchdown.
Quickness and toughness.
Straight Phelps. He will pitch the ball back to Woot. Woot cutting inside the 45 across midfield.
Straight ahead, give to Haney. 40, inside 35, 30, the big fullback, 25, runs over someone at the 20.
Hand off to Walker. Walker looking to cut up inside. He does a great spin move at the 45.
And that's what you have to have. I mean, we were able to do a lot of things from those two positions that allowed us to be a very effective offense. You know, they just kept getting better, and the thing that solidified us was our offensive line throughout the whole year because they were the key to our offense.
High formation behind Kendall, inside trap hand off to Hunter. Hunter trying to come up, makes a good inside quick across the 35, out to the 38, 30.
That sets the character of your team, the confidence of your team, the backbone of your team. I mean, they're the guys that get in there and make the things happen play after play after play.
Setting up, still looking, still looking. Now Browse is still looking, still looking. Behind him, play action. Kendall setting up, looking to throw. From the left side, great hole, getting the first down is Hunter to the 20.
So we're always going to be real strong and real physical and real determined up front.
Phelps under center, giving the ball to Haney. Haney gets close to the goal line. Does he get in? Touchdown! Brown's giving the ball to Hunter across the 30, 35, out to the 38-yard line.
Giving the ball straight ahead to Haney to the 10, down to the 5.
Our people are going to hustle every snap. You know, they're going to work down the field. They're going to be around the football.
Browns giving the ball to Walker. Walker across the top, touchdown! Under center, gives to the second man through. Woot has enough for the first down.
That's just through effort and determination.
Next behind him, gives to the second man through. That's Walker, finds a seam on the outside. Bill Browse, play action, rolling to the far side. Still looking, still looking, still looking.
And that's the thing that I'm most proud of, and Coach Clements does a great job of, you know, teaching that to the players on the field, and they perform.
As an assistant coach, one of the things that you want to be able to do is to be able to coach, and Art allowed his assistants to coach. He gave them great leeway in handling the young men that they dealt with. He gave them great leeway in doing what we wanted to do on offense and defense.
The thing that's most memorable to me, first of all, is the athletes that, you know, we've got to work with. They're just such good people and such good kids, and to see them come up through our program and then go out and be successful, or stay in Stephenville and be successful, or, you know, stay there and just hang around and come back and visit us. I mean, to me, that's the most important thing. I mean, wins and losses take care of themselves, but people are always going to be there. You know, that's one of the things I've really enjoyed. And then the association that I've had with our coaches has been just so special for me and my family that, you know, it's something that's irreplaceable and something that, you know, we'll cherish for the rest of our lives.
Coaches that did a great job this year. Their kids were always well prepared, and I'm really proud of their effort.
Straight drop for him, looking to throw. In some pressure, throwing the deep ball. It's up for grab, and it's picked off by Gunn. Going the other way, 40, 45, looking for a seam. Great block. 40, inside, one man to beat.
You know, one of the things that we always talk about when we're talking to our kids is that tradition never graduates, you know, and we're always going to be good on defense, and the kids understand that. They want to play defense, and they understand that defense is going to give you an opportunity to always be in every ball game. So we're always going to play great defense.
Boyd is behind him. Epler looking to throw. Throwing on the deep far sideline. It's up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Making the pick is Scott for the Jackets. Headed the other way. 40. Setting up. Looking to throw the deep ball on the far sideline. Has a receiver. It's up, and it's picked off. Out the flats. Caught by Crawford, and it's tackled immediately. Brady Gunn read it perfectly.
The defensive line, you know, I thought was really dominating. Group of young men.
43 to 6.
You know, they did everything they were supposed to do for us to be successful.
Far side, running the option and in some trouble is Pokluda. He hands the ball to the dot.
They were able to put pressure on the passer.
Giving on the draw now, fake the draw. Epler looking to throw. He's in some trouble, and he will be thrown down for a long snap. But then it's Field. This time he is at the 32-yard line. Ball's being picked up. Running the other way, Stephenville. 10, 5, touchdown. Picking up the ball is Jordan Carroll. He'll be score on the play. Now he's being flushed to the far side, being chased by Harrison. He escapes, comes to the near side, now being chased by Derrick. Derrick will sack him all the way back at the 19. Trying to set up the screen. He's in a lot of trouble. Pokluda sacked all the way back to the 35-yard line. Goes back to the 5-yard line, and he'll be sacked all the way up to 3.
Big, strong, fast, again, aggressive.
Love under center, hands off the middle. Goes hammered behind the back down. Kello looking to throw. He's running, and he will be sacked back at the 7-yard line.
Attacked the line of scrimmage and took the line of scrimmage away. And I really didn't worry too much about us ever getting beat because I knew those guys knew what their responsibilities were. Our secondary just got better and better and better as the season went along.
Has a receiver caught and then dropped after a good tackle on the catch. Scott, deep ball. It's up, it's picked off at the 20-yard line.
We had some great linebackers that played at the level that the high intensity that you've got to play at that position. They've got to be smart. They've got to be intelligent. They've got to be aggressive. And they were all those things, and they were all great leaders on defense.
Again, running to the near side. Hit by Monk behind the line of scrimmage at the 41. Looking to throw, throwing across middle. It's picked off by Harris.
Other people can get out and make a play or two here or there, you know, throughout the game, but these guys got to make plays every play.
The scrimmage matter of fact goes down for a loss. Chris Stone coming up, making the tackle for
Middle, he is hammered at the 5-yard line.
ball straight ahead to Kirkland. Looking to throw, still looking, going back across the middle. It's almost picked off. The near side coming is Franklin down to about the 5, and he's tackled at the 4-yard line. Getting set, throwing out in the flat. Head receiver is Bird again. Bird makes the catch, gets down to the 26-yard line.
You know, this year's group of guys, just like the ones we've had in the past, just performed extremely well.
COB run down back to the 28-yard line. A great stop from Stephenville's Reggie Hakes.
Our special teams, you know, I think as the season got on, became one of the stronger points of a football team.
You can't win state championships without great special teams. And, you know, I thought our special teams, by the time we finished the 16 ball game, were as good as anybody we played.
Great open field tackle is made for Stephenville. Loose kick is taken at about the 35-yard line, and then a tackle is made at the 43-yard line.
Give it to Walker. Walker across the top. 2-point conversion is good. Makes one man miss, but not the next group as he is tackled at the 30-yard line.
I mean, those guys took great pride in doing a job correctly, and that's what you've got to have. You've got to have guys that play on these special teams that understand how important those special teams are, and then, you know, work as hard as they can work to make those special teams the very best they can be.
We had the right characteristics of a great football team to always have a chance to win the football game, and I never really felt in any game we're in this year that we weren't going to win.
That our special teams were dominating. I thought they did everything you got to do to be a great football team.
Back, hold down. Virgin's kick is on the way and hits the crossbar and goes through. Feldstein gives the ball to Hunter on the near sideline. Lots of running room. 35, 40, 45, 50. 2 men to beat. He will beat them. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 90-yard kickoff return. Huh.
I'm Greg Hammett with Stephenville Auto Sales. We're located on Highway 377 between Dublin and Stephenville. If you're in the market for a pre-owned car or truck, except you're having some difficulty obtaining financing, Stephenville Auto Sales can help finance the vehicle just perfect for you. We accept trade-ins, and with our certified ASC technicians, we're able to service what we sell, assuring you, the customer, reliable transportation. Come on out to Stephenville Auto Sales and let us get you in the vehicle of your choice today.
Mountain Dew, a smooth, one-of-a-kind blend of citrus flavors. Mountain Dew quenches your thirst like no other. One taste and you'll agree, it's dew-rific.
Drink Mountain Dew and you'll discover what's inside quenches like no other. A blend of citrus just for you, so smooth it goes down easy too.
Neato.
That's a classic. Hello everyone, I'm Sean McQuinn for Nothing But Sports Productions. Today's game will be at Memorial Stadium in Stephenville for a District 6 4A game between the visiting Everman Bulldogs and the home team Stephenville Yellow Jackets.
You know, I think District 6 4A was stronger from top to bottom than it's ever been, and I think we dominated a good district, and so that speaks well of the young men that play for the Yellow Jackets.
Play action coming in the near side. Bradford looking to throw in the flats. A good arm and a great defensive play as the ball is knocked away by Jesse Fanning. Nelson in to kick the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick. On the way, it is up and it is good. Motion to the far side, looking to throw the deep bomb on the far sideline. Douglas is up there. He goes up for the catch, makes it and escapes. 30, 25, 20, stretching 50. Shotgun low but handled. He moves to the far side, in some trouble, cuts up, great move. 40, 35, lots of running room. 25, 20, 15, 10, coming to the sideline. 5, goes across, touchdown. Kendall Briles, what a great move at the 2-yard line to escape the tackler.
If there was a game in the first 10 that really told what kind of football team we had, I think it was the Brownwood game. You know, I mean, it's going to be 48 minutes of as intense football as you can ever find.
The thing I like seeing each year is that I know our players are going to play to the utmost of their ability. And I mean, we're going to go out and we're going to play as well as we can play, as hard as we can play for every second on the field.
Stand back, running the option to the near side. Burns and off into the trouble, leaving somewhere at the 25-yard line.
And it brings out the best in football players. It brings out the best in cheerleaders, in the band, in the Stingerettes, in coaches, and in communities.
Tight end look to the split receiver on the far side and the receiver on this near side. Hand off to Rattler. Rattler tries to bounce outside and Gordon Carroll wrestles him down.
I mean, if you're going to play, you want to be the best. And if you wanted to be the best 25 years ago, you had to beat Brownwood. And if you're going to be the best now, you know, you have to beat Stephenville.
The last 24 minutes of that ball game, we absolutely dominated.
Play action, Kendall rolling out, got running right across the 30, cuts inside, 25, 20, to the 15, 10, makes the move, to the outside, 5, gets across, touchdown, Kendall Royal. Ross looking to throw, throwing the ball up for grabs. Rodale, he makes the catch, inbounds, and he escapes. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown! Stephenville moves everyone and throws the football.
That was probably the game in the district that concerned us, you know, the most from that standpoint. And then Cleveland, because we knew Cleveland had their quarterback coming back, that they were a great throwing football team. We knew that we were catching them the week after we played Brownwood, which if you don't have great character, you know, you may have a tendency for a letdown. And we didn't.
Fake to one side, then throw to the great one-handed catch by Douglas. Gets the first down at the 32-yard line. They go up and they go down and set. High snap, but handled and it's sacked by Monk back at the 18-yard line.
I think we all realized at that point that you know, this team is special, and that this team's got the character to win it all.
All the playoff games are tough in different ways. I mean, each team shows a different problem that you have to overcome. You know, Andrews, we knew we'd be playing tough West Texas football that we had to really, you know, go toe-to-toe with and had to kind of beat them down.
Which could be important. Ross is under center, three backs behind him. Giving to Haney, the fullback. In some trouble and will be brought down at the 22-yard line. Inside trap handoff to Hunter. Hunter escapes across the 25, across the 30, 35, across the 40, keeps his feet. Midfield, 45, one man to beat. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Zach Hunter!
Hershey provided the speed that we had to jump out on, get them behind where we had to make them do things that they didn't feel comfortable doing, throwing the football. Friendship and Canyon, we thought both of those were the same type of schools. They were big, strong up front. We felt like if we could get a lead on either one of those, we could hang on and win.
Key game in the playoffs probably was the semifinal game. You know, we played a very talented, very explosive, very fast Ennis football team.
felt like we were catching probably as hot a football team as we'd seen in, the last 3 or 4 years. They just happened to run into Stephenville in the semifinals.
I mean, if you could have seen the look in our eyes, you knew we were all right. And you know that a year's worth of work, and in some instances 7 and 8 years worth of work, were on the line. At some point in time, you got to stand up and make a play. And at some point in time, you got to say, whoa, that's enough. It's time for us to go on and win this football game.
Giving the ball to Hayden. Hayden inside the 3 to the 2 to the 1. Touchdown there, Hayden. 3 fouls. Going inside trap to Mackins. It's on the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Mackins.
How greater an example can you look for than the Ennis football game of the heart that this football team had?
For Stephenville to be able to overcome all those opponents, with all of them looking at us from day one in August to finally getting that opportunity to play us, because that's what all their players are looking for. I mean, they're wanting to play Stephenville, and they're wanting to have the opportunity to beat Stephenville. And for us to fight down all those, opponents coming at us each week and go and win the state championship, I think is a great tribute to our team.
Taking it, Riles keeping, across the goal line, touchdown! Riles faked the trap to Hunter out of shotgun, kept it, came to the near side, cut up, was untouched.
When we went in at halftime, we went down the same tunnel together with Port Neches Grove. And, they were hollering about what a great second-half football team they were. And as we were going in, I kind of got a smile on my face because what they were fixing to see was a great football team that really did dominate the second half. And it was something we talked to the kids about. If they think they're a second-half football team, let's let them see what a real second-half football team plays like.
Straight drop for him, setting up, looking to throw, across the middle. It's picked off, Johnson at the 35, keeps his feet to the 39-yard line. He went hard into the air, picked that one off. Riles in shotgun, faking one way, still throwing across the middle. Has O'Neal, catches at the 5, dives, does he get any? Fires the ball, it's in his. The Stephen lead with 30, gets on at the 5-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. Riles under center, giving the ball to Haney. Haney gets close to the goal line. Touchdown, Stephenville.
We've been ranked #1 in the state all year long. We passed all these tests, and then we come down to state championship game and we're having to be like an underdog. I mean, if we're going to do something, let's go out there and show we're real champions in any situation, to prove that we can win on any playing surface, in any type of environment, and prove that we're the real champions. And that was why I was so proud of our team, because they went out and did it. If you're going to have a great football team, you got to have great senior leadership. Our seniors made big plays at big moments in big games, and it's their time, it's their chance, and it's their year to do it, and they did it this year, and that's what's so fulfilling about watching them come up through the program and then be able to go out with a state championship their senior year.
Or use the whichever level you choose. 2 easy ways to pay: easy checks, easy charge, or
Thought the only thing they could do is fail somewhere along the line, and they absolutely refused to fail. We talk to them all the time, and you know, that we wanted a team full of character, not a team full of characters, and they worked so hard, you know, to keep our team and always put the team first.
The thing that our players get out of going through our programs, I think they learn that hard work does pay off. I mean, that discipline and hard work is important. And then the second thing you learn is loyalty and belief. I mean, if you're loyal to each other on your team, and you're loyal to your coaches and your school and community, and you believe in each other, then you have a chance to be successful. The thing that we developed is a family that's, I think, carried over not only on the football field, but into the extended community. So I would just like to say thank you, you know, for allowing me to be a part of the situation that we've all been in for the last 12 years.
Journeys take a lot of strange twists and turns, and Art came in with a hope and a dream and a mission, and 4 state championships later, he's made a tremendous difference, not only in the lives of the athletes and of his fellow coaches, the men that were fortunate enough to work with him, but in the community of Stephenville. And I know I speak for all the citizens of Stephenville, you know, when I tell him, you know, thanks for the opportunities that you gave us in our community.
It's the people that make Stephenville what it is, you know, and that's the thing that I'm, you know, so thankful for, is the time that I had to, you know, be able to interact with those people on a daily basis. I'm the biggest Stephenville Yellow Jacket fan in the state of Texas, and that'll never change. I hope they, continue to win numerous state championships year after year after year because, these people deserve it and they work for it and they know how to do it.
In the end, you love everybody on that football team, and that's part of being a family. That's part of loving each other and doing things right.
People that are involved in Stephenville right now, not anything's going to change because they know how to win, they know how to produce winners, and they know how to work to win. So that's set, and that's going to continue.
Our coaches will step up and do, whatever they have to do to see that the program continues at its present level. Art will be the first one to tell you that this program was not built on one person or one thing, and he's built the program on solid ground. It's going to continue. We've got great young athletes coming back. We've got to continue to work like we've been working, and next year's seniors have got to work like last year's seniors worked, and so I don't see any diminishing of the program. I just see that someone else will take the leadership at the helm, and whoever that person is will lead the Jackets into the next millennium.